I'm Paula from Chic Emporium, and at last I'm in my brand new workshop and I'm bringing you a brand new video using a brand new product from Vintage Rocks. It is called Instant Decay. It is a black dirty grungy powder that I've managed to have a little industrial accident over this morning. I managed to explode it pretty much everywhere. So we're just recovering from that. So this is today's project. It's quite simple, but I want to have a go and use it, and I want to show you what we do with it. So we have chosen Songbird, which is a lovely kind of bluey greeny colour, which you'll see when we get it on. We need Buzzwax to apply the Instant Decay. I've also got some coal. As you can see, I get messy just generally as part of my life, and a lovely little cute Stencil Studio elephants, which we're going to use on this piece as well. What I'm going to do, because I picked this piece up in a junk shop, is actually paint the mirror as well and show you that the chalk paint goes just as easily on mirror glass as it does on the wood. So what we're going to do now is get the main coat of the main colour on everywhere, which is boring, you don't need to watch that bit, and then we'll show you when we come back. Alright, see you in a bit. Right, so we've finished painting all of our cupboard and the shelves in a solid colour, and then I wanted to try the difference between using Instant Decay with wax and finishing cream. So I had two blocks and we applied the same colour paint. This one had wax on it and this one had finishing cream on. As you can see, it comes with a really handy whole sieve, so we decanted some into the lid. Sorry, that was Noodle. It's got his bone. And then used a stencil brush to just dab it on. I've also played around using my fingers to smudge it on and so on as well. So I think you could put it on with a multitude of ways. It does go a very long way. We've done the same on the finishing cream, and it doesn't spread as much. Obviously the finishing cream is dry, we didn't do it wet, so it doesn't spread and it looks a bit smudgy. So if that's the look you want, I'm sure you can go with that. But this has massive potential. Let me show you. That's really quite dark. Now if you use that to highlight areas of table legs and so on, chair legs, it would look great around the grooves or the carved bits. But if you've put too much on, you can use a bit of the wax and just use it like a rubber and take it back. How cool is that? So I could keep going until I get the look that I want, but I completely have control by putting some wax on it first, then putting the Instant Decay on, and then using more wax to bring back and show the brush lines that I've used underneath. So the crazier my brush strokes are on my piece of furniture, the more I can show them up using this Instant Decay, which I really like. So we're now going to go about waxing the whole of my cupboard, and so it's got the protective coat, and then we can play around with some Instant Decay and get the grungy look that we've got before we finish it off with a stencil. Okay, we'll see you then in a minute. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to show you the last corner so you can watch me do it in action. Remember, this already has wax on. I would not attempt to do this without wax on first. It does smudge and gets very messy, and you need baby wipes to get it off, so it works better with the wax. So I've decanted some. A little goes an awful long way, so, and I'm literally just pushing it into the corners which has got the wet wax on, and then I'll get rid of some of the excess. And then where I've got some loose powder that you can see, and I don't necessarily want all of it, I'm going to just blow it out of the way rather than try and use my finger, because it will smudge. So if as the camera can back up so you can see the thing as a whole, I think we'll agree it looks really grungy and lovely. I'm really pleased with it. So I'm just carrying on working it in until I've got all the powder out. So the next stage, my cameraman keeps tripping over my Alice chair, that's why you're getting a wonky moment. Honestly, I can't get stuff. Right, so The next stage is for me to get my stencil down, so I'm going to prepare that and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, see you back in a bit. Right, so we're now ready to do the stenciling using the Studio Stencil Elephants stencil. It's a little one, I think it's really cute. And I'm using Vintage Rocks Liquid Coal Blackout, and it is, of all the blacks I've used in my journey of painting, the best black you will find. I've done one side and I've then dried the stencil off with a hairdryer and turned it over so that I've got a reverse image of it. As you can see, I've put some tape around the end of my stencil brush to stop the brush splaying out. That helps stop with bleeding. I've dabbed some of my paint in the middle of the lid to get rid of the excess, and then I'm literally just using an up and down movement, being careful around the edges. Oh. And as you can see, this is what happens when the tape's not too sticky. I think we can save it. My life is full of these kind of crises. But it's not really, everything's fixable because you can paint over it. So you'll see that the camera situation's a bit better now. I have given my cameraman a chair, camera woman even, so she's not able to trip over it. Right, so I'm going to keep going like that until I've finished it, and then you'll see the reveal. Right, so we finished the project. I think it looks lovely. I used a little bit of clear wax and a rag just to rub back a little bit of that, because that corner just looked a bit darker than the others and I wanted to even it out. So that's the beauty of being able to use wax like a rubber. Stencils come out fantastic. What a lovely little stencil, and it's just totally popped the whole cupboard. I love the grunge look. I'm going to have so much fun playing with this. I've got all these projects coming up in my mind now of what I want to have a go at. So have a go. It's soon going to be in stock. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you for the next time. Thank you, bye bye.